Hello everyone, this is Vader and here are 5 ways to improve your plush videos. And the first way is to use the rule of thirds, which you can access through any software or editing software in the camera, and it essentially adds grid lines, and the most important sections are here and here. Now, if you just put your character in the middle of the camera, sometimes it can make it look essentially just staged or extremely symmetrical, or too symmetrical, which is why sometimes you want to do this and you want to put your character on the line so everything can feel more natural. Now, of course, when it comes to videography, rules are meant to be broken, so of course, if you think it makes your scenes look worse, you don't have to always use them. And also, your characters probably shouldn't be facing out of the frame, but rather into the frame, because, well, if they're facing out of the frames, well, then it just looks awkward. And the second tip is to add uniqueness without any real direction or substance to it. For example, I can try to stand out from all the other plush channels by making Mario sound like this. Oh, hey guys, I'm Mario. But that's not really going to really improve my character, unless you think it does. So instead, you should rather try to think of how it will improve your character and how it will enhance the character dynamics and the relationships between characters. That way, when you try to stand out, you can improve the video rather than just try to be different for the sake of being different. Because a lot of times when you try to do that, well, people aren't always watching your videos and just looking at your character and saying, wow, that's different, it's new, it's unique, I'm gonna watch that video. No, they're looking at it and they're seeing how entertaining it is, and sometimes newer and more unique doesn't always make the characters better. It's just not how that works. So once again, make sure to stand out. Make sure to stand out by making your videos more entertaining, and when you change your characters, give them direction and make sure how it's going to improve and enhance character dynamics. And for the third tip, it's actually having multiple characters on screen at once. So for example, I have me, Mario over here, and then I have Luigi. Now, watch this. Oh, hey Luigi. Oh, hey Mario. Alright, that is awkward. That is really awkward. Now here's how you really want to do it. Oh, hey Luigi. Oh, hey Mario. Now even that wasn't perfect, but it was still a significant step up from the first example. Now for my fourth tip, it's actually lighting. So for this, I'm going to go over there. Now look at this. Notice how awkward it looks. Notice how weird it looks. Well, that's because the sun is looking this way, and I'm looking at the camera, making the sun glare extremely overwhelming, extremely weird. So all you have to do is go right here, and suddenly it looks normal again. Now I'm outside, but it's even more true if you're inside, and this is why sometimes you want to look sideways of the window, rather than like right in front of it, because then, well, it can just look really weird and your character looks really dark, and you don't want to do that. And next, we're going to talk about audio. So your viewers can definitely withstand having really bad video quality, but if the audio is bad, they won't stand for it. This is why audio is way more important than, I don't know, megapixels or anything else. So for example, I'm about to show you what my video sounds like with no audio editing right now. And this is what it sounds like. Now if you hear the background noise and it looks and sounds all weird, well, that's because there's no audio editing on, and it just sounds really weird. Especially if I go towards the pool filter for the pool. Well, then it sounds extremely weird, and you basically can't hear yourself at all. So, of course, this is why you usually want to get away from background noises like that. If you can turn your fan off. And I use things like video to MP3 converter and Lexus video editor to remove background noise. But if this is for phone, so if you're on PC, I'm sure you can work something out with other software. And as a bonus tip, I'm going to teach you how to properly saturate and adjust your videos. So for example, this is what my video looks like with no editing adjustments on. It looks, well, looks still good, but it doesn't look as good as it used to be. And this is what it looks like when everything's super adjusted way too much. Now you don't want to do that, and you don't want to do that either. You just want to turn the saturation up to a reasonable amount, and you don't really want to do... You want to be careful with the contrast there, because a lot of people I see try to substitute saturation with contrast with the videos, and you can use a little bit of contrast and it looks good, but don't overdo that. That's just going to make your videos look even worse. Oh yeah, I forgot, and I really should have put this in the lighting section, but you also really want to not record under a yellow light, and when you do, you should turn the temperature down, since yellow is a warmer temperature. So if you turn the temperature down, it can balance it out a little bit, especially if you're recording at night. Either use a natural light or a white light, you should want to. And when you do record under yellow light, and you have to, you usually want to turn the temperature down to sort of offset that and make it look a little bit better. Anyways, everyone, This is Vader, and if you like what you saw and you think I'm underrated, you should probably subscribe. Anyway, goodbye.